Well, hello, it's me again, Diane Marie. I'm out and about with, well, it's not my Tony Pettit. I'm out and about with Randy Dominic, and he is the co-chairman of the 4th of July Committee. And we are here, if you cannot tell by our beautiful sunglass props, we're here to talk about the 4th of July celebration. So here we go. Hi, Randy.
Hi, Diane. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's nice to see you after a bazillion jillion years.
Yes, it is.
We go back a long way, ironically. Well, anyway, I guess we're here to talk about the 4th of July.
Great.
And what a great program or celebration Streator puts on. It is a great, great program. We're going to kind of go through the history just a little bit.
Okay.
Could you tell us how our Streator 4th of July celebration got started?
Well, that's very interesting because many years ago in Streator, the American Legion ran the 4th of July celebration. And they had encountered some problems with volunteers, and the 4th of July kind of went by the wayside. And for many years in Streator, when I was a kid growing up, there was no 4th of July celebration here in Streator. Most of us went to Henry, Illinois.
We certainly did, or the boat club.
Or the boat
Streator Boat Club.
Correct.
Yes, we did.
So Jay Armstrong happened to be over in Henry, Illinois one year and was noticing all the Streator people and decided, you know, it's kind of sad that we don't have something in Streator when Streator is a much bigger community than Henry.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So Jay started really the 4th of July celebration by having an auction out at Service Star Lumber. And,
what did he auction off?
Just anything that people would donate at the time.
Really?
And it raised a little bit of money, but Jay wasn't done yet though.
Oh no, I know Jay too, that's a fact.
So Jay got some contractors together because of course Jay ran the lumber yard, and the contractors built a home here in Streator.
Built a home.
Donated materials, donated labor, and they raffled the home off.
They raffled an entire built home that they built from scratch. They raffled it off for a fundraiser.
For a fundraiser, correct.
Oh my goodness. Streator? Who knew that in Streator? I was part of that committee back then and forgot all about that.
It's been a few years, Diane.
Oh, well, yeah. La 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 la, la la la. Oh my goodness. That was the original fundraiser, was the house?
The original fundraiser was the auction, then the house.
Oh, the auction and the house,
then
okay.
The house. And then we kind of got into the auto lotto raffle that we do each and every year.
Okay.
Where we raffle off a car or we give away $14,000 in cash to the winner. The winner gets to choose between the vehicles or the cash function. The cash option of the...
Wow. Now, wasn't there one time, didn't you do like a Harley Davidson or something?
There is still a Harley that's an option.
Oh, okay.
We also have a Polaris from Talty Motorsports.
Okay.
So there is also a tractor from Streator Farm Mart. So there are some other options besides taking the vehicles.
A variety. There's something for everybody, my goodness. Now, the Auto Lotto started with the original 4th of July celebration, am I correct?
That is correct.
And we're talking 30-some years?
This is our 33rd year.
33 years. That is absolutely that's amazing.
It is amazing, and it's really a testament for those volunteers that had been on the committee for many, many years. I mean, it's not very common you're going to see a committee stay together that long. And
you're saying they are all volunteers?
All volunteers. In fact, a few years ago, we actually got our 501c3 actually approved by the IRS, and now we are actually getting sponsorship to help offset some of the costs of the 4th of July to make this celebration grow.
Well, it has certainly grown in the 33 years that it's been established. It's just unbelievable. And the volunteerism, and Streator is about volunteers. I mean, we can go back to tornado things and crises that happened in Streator. When Streator people need things or want something, they go for it. And I think this 4th of July has been around. It's been around for how many ever years, the 4th of July celebration in our country. And how great that we have one of the best, I think, in this area. And it's starting to bring a lot of people out and about when you've got, out and about. A little plug for my show. But when you got people out and about with the Facebooks and sharing the Facebook things, and you guys got a Facebook page.
Correct.
And an email address that people can get a hold of you.
And a website.
And a website, right? And the website is
StreatorsFourth.org.
StreatorsFourth.org. Go there, check it out. So, now, you're probably always looking for a volunteer here or there.
Always.
And is there a way that someone that wants to get involved that
Sure, they
can do that?
They can email us it's chairman@streatorsfourth.org, and fourth is the number 4th.org. And one thing I will say, Diane, also, you know, we've had some committee members that have come and gone, but the committee has grown now. I think we're 30 strong, and that doesn't include some other volunteers that will come out and help us bartend.
Right.
Yeah, they'll help us clean up. They'll help us set up, and we're always looking for that. They don't have to make
Is there a good age group? Is there a good age range?
We're always looking for some younger, of course.
There you go. Of course we are.
We're always looking for young
Because you rooster out at the JCs at 40, so that tells you where we're at. Okay, so let's go on about how about, I know that before the 4th of July happens, the celebration happens, I know you have to raise money, like we were talking the auto lotto.
Correct.
And fundraisers and things like that. Is there not something that you guys do before the celebration
Absolutely.
to raise money? Well,
Absolutely.
What is it? Let's go.
Well, we do lots of things. Actually, Joe Richard is our fundraising chairman, and Joe does a wonderful job of a lot of fundraising for this community. Not to mention just 4th of July committee, but Light Up Streator, another great all-volunteer committee.
There you go.
And to be honest, Diane, that's what makes me so proud to be from Streator. We do so much in this community that's all done by volunteers.
Absolutely.
And then when somebody's sick or in need, what do? We have a benefit for them.
Absolutely.
You don't see that in a lot of other communities. So
this is it's a small community, and say what you want to, but it's a tight community. Streator, Illinois is a tight community. Okay, so we got, now, what are some of the fundraisers? Would you like to mention a few?
Sure. One fundraiser we're doing right now, we have a 4-wheeler raffle that is still going off. Anybody can see the 4-wheeler at Shaw Appliance.
Oh, that's what that is in there?
Yes.
Oh, for heaven's
$10
sakes.
tickets.
Oh,
$10 tickets.
what that was doing in there.
And as soon as the 1,000 tickets are sold, we will raffle off the 4-wheeler. There's still some tickets that are left.
Okay.
That's a great way to help
Where do you
support
get your
us.
ticket?
Shaw Appliance.
Okay.
I believe we have tickets now at Ace Hardware and Streator Home Savings Bank.
Okay.
And then we have another great fundraiser coming up June 1st, which is a very easy way for people of Streator to really help the committee. We have a test drive day at Star Ford Lincoln Mercury.
Who doesn't want to test drive a new car?
Well, the best part is you don't have to go with a salesman. You actually go with a committee member.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
No pressure test drive. And
let's you and I go and get one of them more fancy cars.
that's what we need, convertible. What do you think?
I have a convertible.
So what Ford Motor Company does for us then, for every test drive, and it's one per household, we get $20 back. This is a great way to
Just for somebody to drive one of their cars?
Absolutely. And we can have you in and out of there, Diane, in 20 minutes.
Come on, people. How simple is that? You're making it too simple.
Absolutely. And that's from 9 to 2 on Saturday, June 1st.
Saturday, June 1st. There you go. There's stuff coming up, people.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then the other big fundraiser we will have before the 4th, we will have a bags tournament. We did a golf outing the last few years.
Oh, okay.
But we are now decided to do a bags tournament instead. And Chad Lucas and Jackie Laird do a great job of putting on this fundraiser, and it will be at Jackpots on June 15th.
Boy, there's all kinds of things coming up. You cannot say there are not things to do in Streator, folks. There are things to do in Streator. Okay, we got any more fundraisers to discuss?
That's it. I think that catches us
Okay, let's
up.
go on to the good stuff, okay? This is the good stuff. The coming attractions and the big celebration.
All right.
What's coming up, buddy?
Okay, well, I think first I would like to just let everybody know, because we always field questions on why is the parade not on this day? Why is the fireworks not on this day?
Sure.
Of course, I would love to be patriotic and have everything on the actual 4th of July. But the truth of the matter is we are a smaller community, and if we want to have a bigger quality event, it's hard to get marching bands on the 4th of July. It's hard to get Shriners because there's so many other parades competing on that day. The fireworks companies are very stretched thin on the 4th, and we get a much better bang for our buck with fireworks if we can stay on an opposite day of the 4th of July.
And I have to say, being out and about and being from Streator, those are many things that people have asked me and talked about and discussed at your local watering hole and things like that. And I've probably asked some of those questions myself. And it's so nice to get a valid, realistic answer. And the thing of it is, there's something for everybody in this celebration. And yeah, it would be nice if everybody could just do everything on the 4th of July. But what's better than spreading it out and enjoying the whole, the whole weekend and the whole week, the whole month celebrating the 4th of July? Why not?
Absolutely.
Just like, why does Christmas only have to be one day?
Absolutely.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay.
And another issue with that is we have a very nice carnival. And carnivals are so hard to get. The 4th of July is their prime weekend.
Right.
And
besides like the state fairs and stuff like that.
Right. And we have a state fair quality carnival now.
Sure.
The problem is they are at Naperville Rib Fest on the 4th of July weekend. That's why if we want to keep the same company we have to be flexible with our date. And
that's understandable, and that's a very good way. I'm glad we did this to explain it, because I know those are things that people question as to why.
Absolutely. And I think what we're trying to do is put on a quality event. And people that I talk to, even from bigger communities, are just blown away to find out the type of fireworks show we have, the type of carnival, the type of music acts we have in a little town like Streator, Illinois.
Absolutely. And now we're going to get on to that little thing. Our attractions for the year, it's June 27th through the 30th at North Point. Am I correct?
That's correct. That's when we'll be running the North Point events.
Okay.
And I'll kind of give you a quick rundown of what we have on the 27th. That's Thursday. We'll have an opening ceremony at 6 p.m. But at 5 p.m. the carnival will open. The food vendors, we have over a dozen food vendors.
The smell, too bad we didn't have smell-o-vision.
We have craft and commercial vendors out there. We also have a mechanical bowl. We have a rock climbing wall for the kids besides the carnival.
And people they do all that stuff when they go out there,
Absolutely, absolutely. It's like going to a county fair. It really is.
Wow, that's so cool.
We just have really had a great turnout and great luck since we've been out at the North Point location. We've had 0 incidents. The festival out there is policed very well.
Oh yes.
It's great. And Diane, you know what people tell me the most they like about the move out there, and when we're able to do something for all ages out there, they're like, it's great. I get to bring my kids, and the kids can go over to the carnival, and if I want to go have something to eat, an adult beverage, and watch the band while the kids are riding the ride, I can enjoy the activities also, instead of just dropping the kids off the city park and not being a part of it.
It's family friendly. There's food, there's atmosphere. It's just just to sit there. I remember last year I just went out there and I sat there and I just watched the people. Just seeing the different people from Streator, from not from Streator, people that I've known for years that have just come back to Streator just for this celebration.
Absolutely.
And they make a plan to go over these days, to come just for those days.
Absolutely. And we're starting to see more and more out-of-town people.
Wow.
Last year when Joe Diffie played on Saturday night, Joe Diffie asked the crowd, how many people are from Streator? And of course, there was a lot of noise.
Sure.
Then he asked how many are not from Streator. They were louder. Wow. And that was really a testament to the hard work that we've really have been putting into trying to grow this festival.
Exactly. That brings the followers of those bands and venues right to our little town.
We want people to see what Streator has to offer.
That's money in our pocket for our town also.
That's right. That's sales tax revenue.
You bet it is. Okay, now, let's see. You said you got some music going on.
Yeah, let's start with Thursday, June 27th is going to be our country night. And there again, we would have preferred to put kind of country in the middle of 2 rock nights, but bookings didn't quite work out that way, so we had to do what we had to do that night. But we have the Joe Stam Band. They're out of Peoria. They're going to be the opener. They're going to be at Tailgate and Tall Boys in Peoria this year. A very, very good band.
Okay.
And then national country music star Drew Baldridge. And then the headliner that night is Jared Neiman. Jared Neiman has wrote songs with Garth Brooks.
Wow.
He's had a couple number 1 hits. I think his number 1 hits is I Can Drink to That All Night, and another drinking song.
Oh boy.
So hopefully we'll sell a lot of beer that night, because that helps fund the festival.
That's the adult night.
Right. And then on Friday night, we have a rock night, and the music will start at 6:30, and we have we've got 3 national bands actually that night.
Wow.
But the first national band, they're an up-and-comer, and there's actually a bass guitarist in the band from Streator, Illinois. And that band is Another Lost Year, and then that'll be followed by Saliva and Puddle of Mud, which has numerous #1 hits and a nationally known music act. And I forgot to mention, we're going to do something different this year.
It's no wonder you need some younger people.
Yes. I know. I'll tell you why we need some more younger people when I go through the music. And then Saturday, June 29th, we're going to have the music start again at 6:30, and we're going to have Made in Chicago will be the opener, and then the national music act Wayland, and a band that a lot of people remember, they play Sturgis every year, is Jack All.
Yeah, now that I kind of recognize.
He's their #1 hit was the Lumberjack, where Jesse Dupree brings the chainsaw out on stage and plays the song with a chainsaw.
With the chainsaw, that's okay.
Very entertaining.
Well, I guess.
But those 3 nights, we're going to do something a little bit different. The national acts will get done about 11:15. We're going to bring in a second stage this year, and we're going to have an after-party stage.
Wow.
So we are going to run till 1 a.m. And Thursday night, we will have the country music band, local band, Breaking Storm. They're out of Pontiac.
Yes.
And then on Friday night, the after party band will be a great 80s band out of Peoria, Decade of Decadence.
All right.
And then Saturday night, after Jackal finishes up, we are going to have Streator's hometown favorite, 80s Bush, as the after party band.
Oh my goodness, I'm not going to miss that one.
So, if you can
I have a friend in that one.
If you can make it out on Sunday.
After the after-hour party.
Correct. After Sunday, we will have, we're not going to start music till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but we're going to let everybody be able to get there from the parade.
Right.
The parade will be at noon on Sunday the 1st.
Noon is step off of the parade.
And the emergency vehicle show's coming back.
Oh, that's, the kids just, well, so do the adults, but the kids just love that.
And that they will lead the parade, and they will come out to North Point for the show.
And that's on Sunday, correct?
That's on Sunday the 30th.
Okay.
And so at 3 o'clock, we will have Johnny Rustler and the Beach Bum Band. We have a local connection. The drummer is from Streator. These guys are phenomenal.
Oh.
In fact, they go down every year to Key West and play with Jimmy Buffett. Very good.
We've got some good entertainment coming up here.
And then at 7 p.m. till 10 p.m., we will have Libido Funk Circus.
Oh, that's another favorite of Streatorites.
And what we're going to do on Sunday is going to be more family day. And during the other shows, we will, admission's free, general admission, but we do have a VIP section. We will not have that VIP section on Sunday. We'll take that fence down so you can get close to the stage. But one thing that I hope people will be supportive of is the cost of these national music acts is very expensive. And if we want to continue to bring national acts in, we have to raise some revenue.
Sure. And
beer sales is not going to cover just the revenue we need. So we do have a $20 VIP ticket. You can buy them online, and you can go to streetorsfort.org to get them. Or we have them if you just want to go purchase them. The exclusive place in Streator is Lori's Mailbox and Parcels.
And where is Lori's? Where is that located?
1215 North Bloomington Street.
Well, there you go. It's the little V in the road there.
Correct. Correct. And what we're going to have for the VIP section is it's going to be no waiting. When you come in the VIP section, you can get your you can be ID'd to get your wristband if you're over 21. If you're not 21, you can still be in the VIP section. But if you're going to have an adult beverage in your hand, you have to have the wristband.
You better be.
You better be. We are zero tolerance out
Absolutely.
there. Have to have the wristband.
And that's why we haven't had any problems and things like that in the past, like you were saying.
That's correct.
It's been very bad thing happen free.
You're absolutely right. And
Gotta play by the rules.
We have to play by the rules. We want everybody to come out and have a great time. And if somebody does overindulge a little bit, we will get them a ride home. We don't want somebody driving. And if somebody needs to keep their vehicle in North Point Shopping Center parking lot, it will not be towed. They can keep their vehicle there all night, pick it up the next day. So we want everybody to come out, enjoy the celebration, and
be safe.
And be safe. That's the big thing.
Safe and fun.
But the VIP
food, fun, family, friends.
And the VIP area will also include their own personal bar, so they won't have to fight the crowd in general admission.
How nice is that? And how much is that again?
$20.
$20.
Or $50 for all 3 nights.
Wow. Music lovers. That's your cue.
Your own restrooms, your own bar. You will not have to leave the front of the stage unless you want to go grab something to eat.
Sure.
And
then you can get back in.
And you can get back in with your VIP wristbands.
There you
Absolutely.
go. Be a VIP. You want to be a VIP? Here's your chance.
It really helps us keep moving forward and building our entertainment budget to bring.
Do you have a good call for VIP tickets?
Yes, I mean, they've really took off earlier this year than expected.
Oh, okay.
But we've done some advertising. Some of our host radio stations on the Rock Night is 105.7, the X out of Peoria.
Okay.
And they've already been kind of plugging our event. And we'll start a little bit more in June. But out of the VIP tickets we've sold have mainly been from out of town.
Wow, that's wonderful, though. That is just wonderful. So that's our entertainment lineup, right?
Right, and there's some other events that are actually still going on that weekend that I want to talk about quickly. We will have Kids Corner again on Friday, June 28th, and we're kind of looking at bringing that back to the morning hours, and we'll have more information on our website about Kids Corner, but that is a great free event that a lot of community organizations get together to have certain activities for kids. And the movie theater, Streator Eagle 6, does a free kids movie.
Everybody's involved, it seems.
Really, we're trying to do something, even for those that are really too little, maybe even for the carnival. Yeah. There's something for them also.
That's wonderful.
And then on Saturday morning, June 29th, we have, back for the 33rd year, Streator's Run for Glory, the 5K race in Streator City Park.
I'm not a runner. I'll pass out the water jugs.
And then, like I said, on Sunday, we will have the parade at noon, and then we will have the emergency vehicle show following the parade at North Point. And then we'll really be kind of cleaning up North Point. We always need volunteers to come out, help us set up. You know, we'll be out there really on June 24th through the 27th, really working on setup, and then also clean up on that Monday. We always need volunteers that'll help come out with cleanup, not to mention every early morning cleanups we do out there. If somebody just wants to volunteer a little bit of time, it's greatly appreciated.
That's wonderful. And it's good exercise.
and I just want everybody to realize, you know, this is their event. This is a community event. This is
exactly right.
You know, this is something we should all really get behind.
See a piece of trash on the ground, pick it up and throw it away.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you want to get into some of the other events while we're
sure, yeah.
Talking
Go
dates?
ahead. We got the parade.
Right.
Let's leave that for later. We'll talk about that last.
Okay.
The kids parade.
We're gonna try to have some things done traditionally on the 4th of July.
Okay.
And we're kind of Cinda Bond is really the one that's come up with some great ideas of how to have like an old-fashioned traditional 4th. You know, before the days of carnivals, and she wants to do a kids parade with bikes or shoebox.
Oh, I did that when I was a kid.
And we'll have a live entertainment in the city park. Actually, we will have the classics. We'll be playing in the city park during that day, and we are having an old-fashioned ice cream social. Pies and ice cream for purchase, and that'll help raise a little extra money for the 4th of July also.
Fun. Who doesn't want a piece of pie and ice cream?
Right. Absolutely. Actually, it was a really good turnout. We tried it last year for the first year, and we really had a great turnout with it.
That's wonderful.
And then at 4 p.m., we will be wrapping things up in the city park on the 4th, closing the event, and we will be announcing the winner of the Progressive 50-50 drawing and the Auto Lotto drawing at 4 p.m. on the 4th of July.
4 p.m. on the 4th. Okay.
Correct.
July 4th, 4 p.m. You don't have to be there to win, right?
No, you do not. Do not have to be there to win.
Okay.
And we hope that people really do get behind it. The 50-50 drawing, you know, you can get 3 tickets for $5. You know, and the Auto Lotto tickets are still $20. We haven't raised the price of those probably in the 33 years.
Yeah, I think it's always been $20 as far as
you know.
I'm thinking, yeah.
Right, so we're trying to make it affordable also. So
affordable, family friendly.
Absolutely.
You know, our community comes together. But you know what people really want to hear about, don't you?
I do.
They want to hear about the fireworks. The best fireworks in the area, probably the state, maybe, except maybe Chicago, I don't know.
I think we're ranked like number 3 in the state of Illinois.
Really? Wow. Yeah. Number 3. Oh, we got to work on number 1.
Yes, we do.
Who cares if we have it on July 10th?
and we encourage people, you know, to come down to the high school. You always hear people say, well, their viewing area wasn't always the best, but if people do remember, we used to launch the fireworks a little bit closer behind the field in the high school, and then there's the high tension overhead power lines went through there, which made us move the fireworks launch site back a little bit, and it's down a hill. So the best vantage point really is the high school field area. And remember, this is not a fireworks show. This is a pyro musical. The company Melrose Pyrotechnics, they actually computerize a fireworks show that's choreographed to music. And if you're down there and can really hear the music and see how the fireworks are spot on, it's one hell of a great show to see.
Well, I've never been disappointed in the 4th of July fireworks that we've had in the 33 years. And as far as I'm concerned, they've only gotten better every year.
Well, thank you. And I think that's a testament for all the hard work. I know Jody and Craig Bosnick put a lot of hard work in for many years with the fireworks.
They did.
And Terry Trenner's been trying to carry that tradition on as the fireworks chairman now. So,
no, I think they do a fine job, and I'm really, really glad that we had this discussion and we brought out some really good valid points, and I hope it brings people to Streator and people stay in Streator and enjoy the weekend.
One thing that we really looked at too, you know, like I said earlier, that we do get a better bang for our buck not being on the 4th with the fireworks.
And wait, when are they again? Because I don't think we gave the date.
Yes, July 3rd.
July 3rd.
So they will be on Wednesday night. The 4th is on a Thursday.
Okay.
But one of the other good points is a lot of people are off on the 4th of July, so they don't have to get up so early on the 4th of July.
Great minds think alike. I was thinking the same thing. You can have your little picnic, whatever. You can go to the fireworks. They get done at a reasonable time on the 3rd. You can go back home, start a little fire in your little fire pit, cook some hot dogs. I'm sure your neighbors will probably have some fireworks that they're letting off too.
Absolutely.
You can enjoy those if you'd like. Oops, I didn't say that. But no, and go home. I mean, and then the next day you can have another picnic on the 4th of July.
Or come join us in the city park.
Or come join us at the city park.
That's right.
For the old-fashioned picnic.
Absolutely.
There's a little bit for everything.
There really is.
How long have you guys been out at North Point?
This will be our
3rd or 4th?
Fourth.
Is it 5th?
Fourth. It's 4th year.
All right.
4th year.
Do you think it's going to stay there, or are you kind of looking at different places? Or?
Well, the hotel is probably eventually going to get built out at North Point, and that's going to take up some parking and some carnival area.
Okay.
I really anticipate we're going to outgrow the location.
Wow, that's cool.
And we are really looking, you know, to really get a permanent home. It would really be nice if we could find a location where we could bring the fireworks on site and have everything together.
Wow.
And that's our ultimate goal to do.
It's a wish list.
It really is. But one thing we would like to do, if we were able to secure a piece of property to do this, is to have some other events throughout the year there, where we'd probably run a Labor Day celebration. We could do some car shows. We could do some concerts throughout the year and really try to increase some tourism in Streator.
That's really a good idea. I mean,
you know. And then we can, you know, Streator benefits from the sales tax revenue and the pillow tax, the hotel motel tax for tourism, and you know, it's a big win for Streator. So it's kind of our long range plan is to really define a location that we could do more with. we're very grateful to Wayne Fieldman and to the North Point developers to let us have our celebration out there. But I really do feel, and I think this year will really be the testament to find out if we're kind of outgrowing that piece of property.
Sure. And I remember back when it did start out at North Point, it used to be at the city park and everything, and they moved it out to North Point. And I was like, gosh, I don't know. I was kind of shaky on it. But you know what? After going out there and seeing what you guys did and how it was all set up and prepared, it was wonderful. There was shade tents, there were tents over where you eat the food. I mean, I was thinking about, gosh, there's not very much shade out there, but you guys really made it work.
Well, thank you. And it took a lot of planning, but it did take a lot of extra resources with the move. I mean, the tent rentals aren't cheap. Well, now we have to rent. We don't have bathrooms like we do in the city park, so we have to rent a lot of porta potties, hand wash stations, generators, diesel fuel. A lot of people don't realize how much money we really have into the celebration. I mean, we're building a little city out at North Point. Really.
Absolutely, and it's a nice little city. It is for the few days that it's here.
Well, thank you, and we're always trying to strive to make it better.
Okay. And I guess basically, you just gave us the reason why people should support this. If we want it to continue, we have to support it. And every little nickel, dime, quarter, $20,
absolutely
counts.
And
test drive a car.
Absolutely.
That doesn't cost you a dime.
And we are starting to get a lot of the local businesses are becoming sponsors. That's really helping us.
Now, huh? Because now I know, like back when Armstrong, he had the Service Star. That was kind of the start of it.
Right.
Businesses here in town.
Yes, absolutely. Like Vactor, Bill Walsh Chevrolet, and I hate to go through a list because I don't want to leave people out.
Well, we'll have to make a list. We'll put it on the little.
We will have yes, and we will have a list on our website.
There you go.
We always put our list out there, and we'll start doing some social media posts thanking our sponsors too, because those sponsors are really what's helping offset some of the cost, especially with the move to North Point. But what really makes me proud is the fact when I hear people from other communities talk about how great Streator celebration was. I mean, let's be honest, for those of us that lived in Streator for a long time, we have not had the best reputation in the surrounding communities. But you know what? And this was probably one of our biggest concerns when we made the move to North Point. Are people, first of all, going to come out and support a change of venue? And secondly, are we really going to draw people from the surrounding areas? And the answer is yes, an overwhelming yes.
Well, that's your answer.
And
go ahead.
And I just want to say, I think that, Streator people are really proud of the event, and they're proud talking about it, especially talking about it with people and friends and family and other communities. And that's an awesome feeling. And I think that's what fuels our fire to keep striving to be bigger and better. Bigger and better.
And like I said, bring your family, bring your friends, call your friends, get them in here. Well, so like I said, you can contact the committee at streatorsfourth.org, no apostrophe, just straight chairman at streatorsfourth.org. Well, we're kind of running out of time here, Randy, and it's been kind of fun and very informative. It's very informative. Is there anything else that you can think of that?
Well, I just want to say, I hope that the Streator people now understand that, the city doesn't financially back the celebration. It's all done through volunteers, through sponsorships, through donations. People can donate if they want to donate also. We have that all set up on the website. We just really hope that people get behind it, Little things you can do. Buy a 50/50 ticket, buy an auto lotto ticket, buy a VIP ticket, whatever it is that you can do to help the celebration. But I also want to thank the committee. We've got a great committee. Rob Tynes, my co-chair. We have a lot of people on the committee that have really thought outside the box, and I think that's what's turned this celebration into what it's becoming.
That's wonderful. It's an absolutely wonderful celebration.
And I just hope that everybody understands, we're, sometimes at the mercy of others because of the dates. We, like I said, we
Sure.
would like to be
And the
flexible.
weather,
And the weather.
I mean, you can't forget the weather. But.
And the weather, but you know, we just don't want to go backwards. We don't want to have either no carnival or a very substandard carnival. And we want to have great fireworks, and we want to have the best music, the best food vendors we can have, and we have to be flexible with our schedule to be able to pull that off.
And that's what it is. You got to be flexible. You got to compromise, and the compromise and the flexibility has given us one of the best. You know, third in the fireworks in Illinois.
Absolutely.
That's wonderful.
And all I can say is I hope everybody comes out and joins us, because we're going to throw Streator the biggest party they've ever seen come June 27th.
Oh, there you go, and we'll be ready. Well, you know, thanks for spending time with us, Randy. Thanks for spending time. Until next time, from Gleam TV, I'm Diane Marie for Tony and me, out and about in Streator, Illinois.